A dense fog enveloped the steep hills as the full moon hung ominously in the sky. At the center of this eerie scene stood the centuries-old Ravenswood Manor, a place shrouded in dark legends. Whispers of its haunting had spread through the nearby village for generations, describing ghostly apparitions and the presence of something far more sinister. Lydia, a young historian with a fascination for the paranormal, had spent years researching the manor's grim history. On this particular night, she decided to explore it herself, determined to separate fact from folklore. Armed with only a flashlight and a digital recorder, Lydia approached the manor's creaking door. It was almost as if the building exhaled a sigh of welcome, or perhaps warning. The entrance hall was adorned with portraits of the long-deceased Ravenswood family, their eyes appearing to follow her every move. Past the decaying grandeur of the interior, Lydia felt an unsettling chill, a sign she was not alone. Making her way to the grand library, she searched for a rumored journal kept by Lord Ravenswood himself. Her flashlight flickered, casting long, grotesque shadows. Suddenly, a cold hand brushed against her arm. She spun around, heart pounding, only to find the transparent, sorrowful figure of a woman dressed in a tattered gown. Ghosts were expected, though never truly real until faced head-on. Drawing a shaky breath, Lydia asked, "Who are you? What happened here?" The ghostly lady did not speak, but extended an ashen finger toward a hidden door behind a bookshelf. Summoning her courage, Lydia pressed forward. As she descended into the darkness of a secret passage, the air grew colder still. The passage led her to a hidden crypt where she discovered the remains of the manor's dark history, coffins sealed with iron chains. A sense of dread wrapped around her as Lydia realized the legend of vampires in the Ravenswood family was no mere myth. A sudden clinking drew her attention. One of the coffin's chains began to rattle violently, and before Lydia could react, the iron burst apart. A tall, gaunt figure with crimson eyes and elongated fangs emerged, causing Lydia to freeze in terror. "You should not have come here," the vampire whispered, voice like ice. Despite the fear paralyzing her, Lydia instinctively raised her flashlight, hoping for clarity or escape. The beam of light only seemed to amuse the creature, who moved with inhuman speed, cornering her before she could blink. The sorrowful ghost reappeared, her eyes pleading. She hovered near Lydia, but showed no power to stop the vampire. In desperation, Lydia remembered an ancient incantation she had come across in her research, meant to banish the undead. With a voice that belied her trembling form, she began to chant. The vampire recoiled, hissing until the room filled with blinding light. When the glow faded, the crypt was empty, save for Lydia. The ghostly lady nodded in silent gratitude before dissolving into mist. Exhausted but alive, Lydia knew the manor's curses had roots deeper than she'd ever imagined. She stumbled out of Ravenswood Manor into the first light of dawn, carrying the weight of its dark secrets and a determination to reveal the truth to the world.